Kings Island Amusement Park in Cincinnati, Ohio is one of the oldest theme parks in the country, but few people know about the ghosts that inhabit the park. The most famous ghost at Kings Island is called Tower Johnny and is most often seen near the Eiffel Tower. Some people also claim to see him looking back at them from the tower's observation deck, or hanging around the fountain in front of the tower. Years ago, a teenager named Johnny fell from the tower during a grad night celebration. He had been celebrating his grad night with friends and got very drunk. Johnny climbed the elevator shaft while his friends were in the car below, intending to scare them. Unfortunately, he was struck by a counterweight and fell down the shaft, where he died after being cut in half by cables holding the tower up. A little girl's spirit is said to haunt Kings Island too, and employees call her Tram Girl. The girl has blonde hair, blue eyes, and wears a pretty blue dress. She has been seen playing near the waterworks and scares tram drivers after the park's closed. She jumps in front of the trams, and when the startled drivers screech to a halt, she disappears. Before Kings Island Amusement Park was built, a little blonde girl drowned in a lake on the property. Her body was buried in a cemetery that forms part of Kings Island Park, between the parking lot and the campgrounds. Another little ghost known as the Racer Boy haunts the Racers roller coasters. He is dressed all in white and wanders aimlessly on his own around the area. In the evenings, park visitors often come up to the security desk to report a little boy who seems to have lost his parents. When security guards check it out, he is nowhere to be seen. The train cars on the Racers roller coaster ride originally belonged to the Shooting Star ride at Coney Island. Years ago, a young boy went missing on the Shooting Star and was later found dead on the tracks, killed by the train cars. Did the ghost of this young boy travel with those train cars all the way to Kings Island Park? Is this Racer Boy? One night, just as the park was closing, a teen girl was working in the Whitewater Canyon Tower. She heard a child laughing and called her supervisor on the radio. The supervisor said there was nobody in her tower. All the boats were empty. Suddenly, small pebbles started bouncing off the windows of the tower. When she looked out, there was nobody there. The pebbles were just flying off the ground and hitting the windows. Just then, there was an enormous bang as a huge rock flew through the doorway of her tower. It was much too big to have been thrown up that far. Her supervisor immediately sent out a security patrol to rescue her, and she escaped unharmed. Kings Island is also home to the famous wooden roller coaster named the Beast, which people come from all over the world to ride. According to legends about employees, when Tower Johnny was killed, the cables in the Eiffel Tower were damaged and stained with blood. They were taken out and buried in the woods behind the Beast roller coaster. Could this mean that Johnny's ghost is haunting this area of the park too? Many employees refuse to enter these woods and report seeing red eyes staring at them from the darkness of the trees above the site where the bloody cables were buried.